They here for your protection.
Okay.
Cause I'll fuck your night up.
Bro, man, bro, I'm telling
What?
Turn up, bro. I'm telling you.
Turn up then. What the fuck? Think I care about that?
Man, you should have hurried the fuck up. Now you got these motherfuckers out here fucking with me.
Heck,
This
you
nigga out
is.
here on bullshit.
Stay over there.
You parked
Turn
behind
around.
me. I asked him, no, I ain't turning around.
Turn around.
I'm not turning around.
You gonna turn around?
I'm talking, bro.
Cave! Get down!
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. Call resistance. Hands behind your back.
Put your hands behind your back! But they here for your protection.
Okay.
Cause I'll fuck your night up.
Bro, man.
Shalom, call HALAL YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. That's giving all praise to the Most High, in the name of His only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to our teachers, the elders, and apostles, a great millstone who taught us His truth and sincerity, peace and salutations to the hopeful like scattered abroad. Shalom to the 144,000. As you see in this video, it says stun, gun, and body slammed in his fringes. All right, apparently, allegedly, this is a Genesis Israelite, which was a break off from the Sakari, okay, with Deacon Hakah. You know, and you see this individual, he out here body slamming cops and acting all, you know, unruly and stuff, which is not, you know, following scriptures. Okay, he just got himself in a lot of trouble, okay, doing that, not following the scriptures. And that shows you that these individuals that, you know, they put on the fringes and they, once again, they do 5-hour videos and still don't understand what they're a part of, man. Okay, now if this is when in a time of all hell breaking loose and complete chaos, these individuals are going to find themselves in a lot of trouble. All right, they're going to find themselves in a horrible predicament, playing around. Okay, playing around, acting like men of the Lord, and really you're not. Okay, so we got to be mindful. Okay, of how we you know, behave ourselves on and especially off the camera. Okay, you gotta, you know, because this is even on camera. You're always being filmed. Somebody's always watching. Okay, but he out there with the long dreads, look like, you know, going crazy, slamming the police. You know, completely have no understanding of the scriptures. And let's just grab a few real quick. It says Ecclesiasticus or Sirach chapter 37 verse 19. There is one that is wise and teacheth many, and yet is unprofitable to himself. So you can be at the camp, you could be doing your videos and all this, that, and the third, doing all this teaching, but yet you can be unprofitable to yourself. Because why? You can recount the scriptures and you can call them out and you might know them, you know, by heart, but are you applying them in your life? You see, that's the other thing. Are you applying these scriptures? Okay. You can't just say that you believe in the scriptures or you teach the scriptures and yet you don't apply them. Okay. Let's go over here. It says Matthew chapter 5 verse 25, it says, agree with thine adversary quickly whilst thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. So when you dealing with these, you know, these Roman, you know, soldiers, you know, these police officers, you got to agree quickly, man. You know, and, you know, what inspired me to do this video as well is the other day I got pulled over. You know, driving from, you know, one of the Akim house, and you know, we had just did a class, you know, but I know I wasn't doing nothing wrong. You know, I ain't got shit to hide. But when I got pulled over, you know, I was calm and collect. You know, hey, how you doing, officer? I had all my paperwork ready. He didn't even look at my paperwork. All he took was my license or whatever. But you know, calm and collect. Hey, how you doing, officer? Yeah, you know, he told me what the problem was. I had a bad tail light. Whatever. So, oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna get that fixed. Sorry, you know, yada yada yada. And it was like that. You know, it was over. You know, and I was able to go by my day. Didn't get a ticket. Didn't get nothing. But when you Jakes, and I had somebody with me actually, and they was like, "Wow, what the hell? Because you know, you don't see that a lot. You see Jake want to buck up and argue with the police officers and stuff. And I was like, yeah, you know, he's using wisdom. You know, what hell you arguing with him for? You know, when he's just doing his job, and then he has the power to kill you. It says, verily I say unto thee, thou shalt by no means come out thence till thou hast paid the uttermost farthing. Ye have heard it was said of old time, thou shalt not. Well, that's the point. Let's read it in NOT. It says, when you are on the way to court with your adversary, settle your differences quickly. Otherwise, your accuser may hand you over to the judge, who will hand you over to the officer, and you will be thrown into prison. And this is what happens when you escalate situations like that. Instead of just dealing with it quickly. No, sir, officer. Yes, sir, officer. Go about your day. And I've had cops come up to me mad, talking crazy to me, and I was like, yes, sir, officer. No, sir, officer. Scripture says a soft answer turneth away wrath. And they let me go without a ticket, without. So this is why we have this wisdom, knowledge, understanding in the land of our captivity. We're still in enemy territory. So you got to be wise, It says, and settle thy differences quickly. Otherwise, your accuser may hand you over to the judge. Pretty much meaning you're going to go through that whole court system, man. Okay, because instead of it just being a slap on the wrist, you can go, or a ticket, you can go. Now you're gonna get a ticket, and you're gonna get arrested, and you're gonna get tased, and you might get shot, and you're gonna go to jail. Now you got to go to court, and then you got to pay court fees. Now you got to get bonded out. Now you got, what I'm saying? It's just like, come on, bro. But Jake has not figured this out yet. And then stop doing shit where stop committing crime. All right, stop doing shit you ain't supposed to be doing. You ain't supposed to be doing something, stop doing it. Okay? He is only a terror unto them that are doing wicked. It says, roughly paraphrasing, it says, and if that happens, you surely won't be free again until you have paid the last penny. And that's what it's all about at the end of the day, too. Money, they'll milk your pockets, man. Okay, when you going into that court system. Okay. It says, this is something else. Let me see. Bear with me 1 second. This is not what I was looking for. Yeah, that's not what I was looking for. Let's just move on. All right, let's grab this too, because I want to grab this, because you got this whole thing with the Sakari and such and such, and truth be told, these guys are not men of the Lord. They're not moving like men of the Lord. They're not acting like men of the Lord, and a lot of times they're going to find themselves in these horrible situations because they're not following the scriptures. They don't believe in the words of Paul. So because of that, you are taking away from certain knowledge and understanding that you need. Okay, that you're gonna need in these last days, man. Okay, let me see where I'm at. It says bear with me 1 second. Here we go. Yep. This is it says this is Romans chapter 8, and I think he had a gun on him, but you heard the woman screaming. Probably his woman, she was screaming. Probably had a gun on him. That's the whole thing why we don't work around with guns and shit, because it makes you an automatic suspect. Okay. Just trust in YAHAWASHI. It says Romans chapter 8, verse I'll just grab a lot of this. Let's grab it in the NLT, though. It says, verse 5, those who are dominated by the sinful nature think about sinful things, but those who are controlled by the Holy Spirit think about things that pleases the Spirit. So letting your sinful nature control your mind leads to death, right? And that's what he was doing. He was letting his sinful nature control his mind. Instead of just being spiritual about it and saying, you know what, I got to submit. He bucked up and got, tased up and, beat up. It says, so letting your sinful nature control your mind leads to death, but letting the spirit control your mind leads to life and peace. You see, so letting the spirit control your mind, being in the spirit, that leads to life and peace. You see, you could have left there with no bruises, no punches, no, taser been deployed on you, no jail time, none of that stuff. And then your woman watching you get your ass beat, she's screaming. For the sinful nature is always hostile to the Most High. It never did obey the Most High's laws, and it never will, right? So being in that sinful nature is hostile towards Yahweh BAHASHAM Yahawashi. All right, and the Lord is the one who set these individuals up in power. It says, that's why those who are still under the control of their sinful nature can never please the Most High. But you are not controlled by your sinful nature. You are controlled by the Spirit. If you have the Spirit of the Most High living in you, and remember that those who do not have the Spirit of Yahawashi HaMashiach living in them do not belong to him at all. You see, so you won't find a lot of these guys that's wearing their shirt fringes they don't belong to Yahweh Hashem Yahawashi. It says, it says, I was going to say something, but it don't even matter. It says, and Yahawashi lives within you. So even though your body will die because of sin, the Spirit gives you life because you have been made right with the Most High. The Spirit of the Most High who raised Yahawashi from the dead lives in you. And just as the Most High raised Yahawashi from the dead, he will give life to your mortal bodies by the same Spirit living within you. So that's why it's important for us to, examine ourselves, make sure that we're in the Spirit, make sure we're not doing nothing, okay, that can cause us to be put to death, man. Okay, let's grab this too. Because you got to remember, these police officers, they have guns on them. Okay. They have weapons, and, they will use them. They will use them on you, man. And that's what happened to a lot of get put to death. Okay. In the worst way, because you didn't listen. All right. It says, this is Romans chapter 13, verse. It says, let me go over here first. Let's go right here. Bring this out. It says, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 15. It says, travel not by the way with a bold fellow, lest he become grievous unto thee, for he will do according to his own will, and thou shalt perish with him through his folly. You see? So you got to be mindful who you around, too. You around a fucking bold fellow or just a nigga. Y'all get pulled over and then nigga acting crazy and shit. Then y'all both end up getting in trouble because they say you are the company that you keep, so be mindful of that. You got old friends, in the world, or, just, people in general, man. Be mindful because these people, it might not be a big deal, but they can make it a big deal. And now you, are in trouble because you was with this individual. It says, strive not with an angry man, and go not with him into a solitary place. For blood is as nothing in his sight, and where there is no help, he will overthrow thee. Consult not with a fool, for he cannot keep counsel. Right. So you gotta be mindful of these hothead niggas, man. Okay, unruly ass jakes. Okay, like raging bulls, and that's what you saw in that individual. His spirit wasn't right. So inside joke, but Jake be like, I'm angry. It was really we all catching hell. We all angry to a certain degree, but don't let that spirit rule over you. Get you in a lot of trouble. It says Romans chapter 13, verse 1, let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of the Most High. The powers that are ordained of the powers that be are ordained of the Most High. So these particular, law enforcement and stuff, the Lord put them in that position. Okay, it's necessary for Jake, man. You see Jake out here acting like complete animals. So the Lord, gonna put that sword on your ass. It says, whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of the Most High. And that's what that man was doing. That's why they called in, they say, we got to resist her or something like that. So what that mean? There is more cops coming. They finna bogart and beat the shit out of you, okay? And them cops, they'll beat the shit out of you before they even put you in a car, and then when you get out the car, they might beat your ass again in the police station, teach you a lesson. It says, resisteth the ordinance of the Most High, and they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. And that's what he received when they was punching him in the head and stuff and tasing him. It says, for rulers are not a terror to good works, but to eat to the evil. Right. So if you was doing good, they ain't got no reason to put hands on you and beat your ass. But if you doing evil, yeah, many times people call the cops on us while we at camp or whatever, and they turn around, they turn from us and go looking for the person that called. It says, wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. You see, and we've experienced that. Okay, We've experienced that where the police officers, they'll be like, hey, you guys are good, man. You guys are good. They'll praise you, because we ain't out there, toting pistols and smoking weed and shooting rap videos. We're just teaching the Bible. It says, verse 4, for he is the minister of the Most High to thee for good. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid, for he beareth not the sword in vain. Right? They don't got that gun on their hip for no reason. They can use it. They have the power to kill you. It says, for he is a minister of the Most High, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. All right. So yeah, this nigga got the power to kill. Hide me from the man with the power to kill, roughly paraphrasing. Let's read it in the NLT real quick. I'm gonna close out. It says, everyone must submit to governing authorities for all, and this is until it goes against the way, the way of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. We gonna submit until they tell us, oh, you gotta take an MOTB. What? You crazy? But in the meantime, if they tell you to, slow down, follow the speed limit, don't run a red light or whatever it may be, just obey. It says, for all authority comes from the Most High, and those in positions of authority have been placed there by the Most High. So anyone who rebels against authority is rebelling against what the Most High has instituted, and they will be punished. For the authorities do not strike fear in people who are doing right, but in those who are doing wrong. And I remember when I was younger, I used to, when a cop came around, I used to have, it struck fear in me. I kind of felt the type of way. My stomach started hurting. I felt at ease, growing up around, and Drake grew up in the hood. I remember cops, busting in my house, chasing after my damn dad, man. Was tasing his ass on the porch. But, that built a certain level of fear, or, anxiety towards police officers. But you know what happened after that? When I stopped doing wicked shit, I don't have nothing to fear anymore. I could talk to a cop, hey, how you doing, or whatever, and there's no issues. It says, but in those who are doing wrong, would you like to live without fear of the authority? Do what is right. You see? And they will honor you. The authorities are God's servants sent for your good. But if you are doing wrong, of course you should be afraid, for they have the power to punish you. They are God's servants sent for the very purpose of punishing those who do what is wrong. You see? So you must submit to them, not only to avoid punishment, but also to keep a clear conscience, right? So you don't want to be, riding around, looking all in your rearview mirror, afraid, hoping the cops don't pull you over and stuff. You freaking out, can't think straight, constantly, looking over your shoulder. No, we don't have to worry about that because we doing what we supposed to be doing. We doing what's right. We ain't doing no wickedness. We ain't selling drugs. We ain't doing drugs. We ain't, gang banging. I ain't walking around with a gun on me. That's just foolish, bro. It's time to grow up. Okay, it's time to put childish things away and become a man. That means also ruling over your spirit. You can't just be a raging bull in these situations, man. You gotta be conscious and spiritual so that the Lord can really work on your behalf. But if not, you're gonna find yourself in a lot of trouble. So it's just an example of these guys aren't following the scriptures, and the Lord is exposing these guys for not being men of the Lord. Shalom, Kamashra, love, Abba.